Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of Katawa Shoujo. Let's continue. You see, it's really not up to us to make introductions and the like. For lack of any better response, I nod. Miss Ibarozaki leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, how long have you and Rin been dating? My response consists of silence as my brain suddenly lurches into gear, but just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother bursts into laughter again. You're a blusher, aren't you? I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. Maybe. So this must be a new romance then, mustn't it? Wait a minute, that's not the question, but... Another laugh. I know, but it's funny to watch you smile. I'm sorry, forgive an older woman for our amusement. Old woman? You sure don't look that old to me. Into milf, are you? Nice. Clearly Emmy gets her youthful features from her mother. I suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. Starting. I direct my attention to the track, where they're preparing for the first sprint. It looks like the 400 metre dash. My eyes scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling, with an almost cocky look on her face. Smug Emmy. Confirmed, nice. The starter raises his pistol. Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. It's amazing. Even as the other sprinters converge on the lanes closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, some of the other runners have all caught up with her. Their efforts come to naught though, since the final burst of speed from Emmy leaves them at least half a second behind. Mrs. Ibarozaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Emmy bounds off the track, looking pleased with herself. I cheer right along the rest of them. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the results. I think she's gone faster since the last time. That was incredible. Mrs. Ibarozaki grins proudly. Emmy's a heck of a runner. We fall silent as the next event is being prepared. I'm surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Miss Mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. From the looks of things, she's right. Emmy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. If not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is that? It's the 200 metre dash. She'll do this one, the 100 metre, and then the relay. I see. Once again the pistol sounds and Emmy flies off the block. Thumping sounds draws my attention away from the race. Rin's foot. She seems completely absorbed in the race. And his mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they take very long to complete. Your foot. Your foot was bouncing to the bleachers. On the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff, I'm surprised. Rin looks at me quizzically. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. I just thought the sort of stuff like sports wouldn't interest you. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyist very often. But here, you can, see? She directs my attention toward the track again where the 100 metre dash is about to start. I'll watch Emmy closely. As she gets on the starter blocks, with her whole body she seems to relax, but it's false relaxation. I can see that she actually is like a coiled spring. As we start, Starter tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls upwards in what can be described as a grin, and could be a growl. When the pistol goes off, it's as if she's been unleashed from a cage, like she was always moving at this blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motionlessness. It's all over in a few seconds, but in those few seconds I feel like I witnessed something very personal for Emmy. As soon as she crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She's really amazing. Never seen anyone run that fast. Well, don't look at me, I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess comes from her father's side. At the mention of Emmy's father, Miss Ibarozaki, or Mrs. Ibarozaki, looks wistful, almost sad. He got her into running, you know? Yeah, she told me. I'm uncertain as to whether or not it would be rude of me to ask after Emmy's father. But, after all upon her face a few days ago, I feel compelled to ask, where is her father now, if I might ask? Emmy's mother hesitates, clearly not willing to answer the question about, but at the same time, not wishing to appear rude. He isn't around anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. Emmy just seemed a little sad when she mentioned him earlier. That's not surprising, considering. They were very close. I see. A beeping noise suddenly emanates from Missy Barazaki's pocket. Reaching into it, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it. Honestly, text messages. What is he, 16? Oh, nothing. I've got to go and meet up with a friend of mine. Will you tell me I'm very proud of her and that I'll call her later tonight? Of course. I'll admit that I was on that for a while. I almost don't notice that the relay's about to begin, but when I look I can't find Emmy. I thought Emmy would be running the relay. She runs anchor, so she won't be running for a while yet. Ah. Did you see it? Huh? Emmy at her Emmyist? Maybe. Maybe this time. The race begins and I'll cheer Emmy's teammates along as they pass the baton. Or baton, whichever way you want to say it, mate, you don't know with me. Finally, I'll see Emmy sprinting onto the track to take the final handoff. Once again, I'm taken aback by how graceful she walks when she runs. It really is beautiful. The look of determination and fearlessness on her face only adds to the picture. Emmy at her Emmyist, I suppose. But then, as she crosses the finish line, I see her stumble slightly. Only barely, but it's definitely a stumble. Rin inhales sharply, actually looking concerned for a second. Aw, Emmy. Did she hurt herself, do you think? You noticed it too. It must be bad. She frowns as if deciding on the next course of action. Eventually it proves to be too tiresome and she shrugs again. Well, let's go down. Got a crown for Victor. See if you can find a laurel branch. That's not going to be easy. Rin shrugs. At least we tried. Well, we didn't really try all that hard. Or at all, but whatever. Emmy is surrounded by her teammates, all of them congratulating her on the run. Rin seems to be waiting for Emmy to notice that she's arrived. Oh yeah, guess I can't exactly wave at Emmy over. Then again, not sure that Rin would do such a thing even if she had arms. Doesn't seem to be her style to draw attention to herself, or to emote beyond shrugging. Either way, I'm not willing to wait, so I wave to Emmy, who looks up and grins happily at me, us. Hey, you showed up. Guess who knows me money, huh? We would have brought you a crown of laurels, but he said didn't find one. Hey, neither did you. It wasn't my job to look. When did we assign jobs? When I said, see if you can find the laurel branch. Try to keep up. I shrugged. Guess Rin's rubbing off on me. Seems it's my fault after all, Emmy. Emmy laughs at Rin and me. It's okay. I'm sure you'll make it up to me somehow. Sure. Good, so how'd I look? I stopped myself from blurting out beautiful or amazing self to be substantially safer. Very impressive. Emmy seems pleased with this assessment. I don't mention how much more impressive her performance is, given her lack of leg. I figure she'll already know that. Besides, it seems like it will take away from her efforts somehow. Great to hear. I was worried that I looked a little too slow on the relay, but I guess I did fine, huh? Actually, I noticed. Ring kicks me and keeps me from finishing my sentence. What was that all about? He noticed it at the end. That's no good. Guess the nurse will look at it for me later. There's a carelessness in her voice, as if it isn't a big deal, but something that's like twitch on her face. Yep, I noticed that too. See? You see that? I caught that. Like she's trying to hide the fact that she's in pain. So then I notice her breathing is a little shallow too. Guess she really is hurt. She must notice my concern, but she skips up to me and gives me a friendly pat on the shoulder. Hey, you look a little worried. I'm fine, really. Just sore from all the running, is all. And come on, a little pain isn't going to stop me. Oh no. Emmy grinned, and for a moment she looked like she did during the sprint, fierce and unconquerable. Or to put it another way, really beautiful. Hasn't yet. Well then I guess I shouldn't worry, huh? Damn right, I'm Emmy's Ibarazaki, fastest thing on low legs. I don't stop for anything. Impressive. Emmy giggled and then seemed to remember something. Oh, before I forget, Will and I are going to do something next Sunday as a post-track meet celebration. You should come along. Normally we do it the day after, but since the track meet was on a Sunday, I've got homework and class, and all that stuff to take care of. Plus morning runs, of course. Right, of course. Oh, right. Your mum wanted to say she's proud of you. She'll call you later tonight. I thought I saw her in the stands. I'm glad she made it. Used to be my dad who showed up to my meets, but my mum's done a pretty good job at taking over. She shivers slightly, and that's when I realise she's still sweating. The breeze has started to blow too. I'm not cold at all, and I've got my jacket with me, so without a word I throw it around her shoulders. Emmy jumps slightly and then grins at me. Hey, thanks. It's getting a little cold, I guess. Yeah, looked like it. Just as I begin to wonder whether or not giving Emmy my jacket could be taken the wrong way, a boy in a track uniform appears. Hey Emmy, we're going to miss the medal ceremony. Oh yeah, thanks. She turns around to Rin and myself. You don't have to stick around for this part, it takes forever. Besides, you should get cracking on your homework now if you don't want to be up late, he said. Morning run tomorrow, don't forget. How could I? Good point, I mean it's spending time with me, after all. With this she waves quickly and dashes off to receive her medals, or whatever they pass off as medals these days. Rin and I head away from the track, Rin remaining deep in whatever thoughts she has for most of the walk back to her dorm. As I see her off, she speaks up. You're probably not getting that coat back, I think. I'm sure I'll get it back, eventually. Interesting. Take it as it comes, huh? Very Emmy-ish. With a very odd statement, she turned and headed into the building. Honestly, was it that big a deal? Emmy was cold and, unless I'm mistaken, in pain. Giving her a solution to at least one of her problems seemed like an obvious reaction. I guess there is a chance I could lose my jacket if Emmy never remembers to return it. Guess Rin does have a point. Still, can't bring myself to muster much worry over the whole thing. After all, it's been getting warmer lately. I don't need a jacket. I think I used to be a little more responsible with my stuff. Emmy-ish, huh? Maybe that's not really a bad thing. Well, I think this is a good place to end it. Thank you for joining me in part 26, and as always, catch you next time. Stay good. Bye.